date is December 4th, 1870. Today we are going to talk about the Civil War. Let's go to the interview of the day.
Welcome to the interview of the day. We are here with Alicia S. Grant on this beautiful day.
Thank you, and it is an honor to be here.
We have some questions from our viewers of the show. Would you please answer some?
Of course. Is that not why I'm here?
When were you recruited as general?
I was recruited as a lieutenant general in 1861, and then was given charge of all Union armies in 1864.
Describe some of the battles you were in.
Well, I've been in the Battle of Gettysburg, Vicksburg, and took part in trapping Robert E. Lee at Appomattox Courthouse.
Tell me some more about the battles, the ones that you won and the who's you fight against.
Well, all of the battles that I've mentioned, the Union won. In the Battle of Gettysburg, I fought against General Lee himself, and in the Battle of Vicksburg, I defeated John C. Pemberton. In the Battle of St. Petersburg, it was another victory, and luckily, the Appomattox Courthouse wasn't really a battle.
Well, what did you do in the Appomattox Courthouse?
At the Appomattox Courthouse, we quartered Robert E. Lee and his armies and forced them to sign a treaty that would ultimately end the war.
How was your presidential campaign?
It was a close race, but I came up on top with 52.7% of the vote. I plan to be re-elected in the election of 1872. The man that I won against last election was Horatio Seymour.
Thank you for that wonderful interview. You might wonder how these things impact life today. To find out, let's get current news flash.
Right now, the Ku Klux Klan is a threat to all voters in the South who are either black or who oppose the opinions of these masked terrorists. They are dangerous people with dangerous motives, and they are the white voters in our society who want to keep the colored people in our society as workers in the fields. The Ku Klux Klan also has many different branches and societies all through the South. The KKK is the main opposition to Reconstruction in the South. This is a Ku Klux Klan symbol that we have taken from the marches. This can be the last thing that a KKK victim sees as they're hanged, or the only reason to vote for a political candidate, in fear of having an intimidating burning cross in your yard. Here's a video showing one of the rituals of the KKK, the burning of the cross. These Ku Klux Klan members are part of the reason why black codes exist. Black codes are new laws cropping up in the United States that give black people virtually no rights. Black codes don't allow blacks to marry whites, and they also don't give blacks the right to leave the fields without paying a fine. These laws enforce segregation, and they make blacks be forced to have their passes in order to travel around cities. The Civil War might have given blacks many rights, but black codes took almost all of these rights away again. Blacks may not vote or run for office, and they have no say whatsoever in how they're governed. Now, back to Shannon.
So that is the current news. And now I would like to do an honorary interview with an actor of Abraham Lincoln. This interview will be a solemn remembrance of his assassination on April 15, 1865. I would like to start with a moment of silence for grieving the death of our fine president.
Lincoln to honor his presidency during the Civil War. We are glad to have you here, Lincoln.
Thank you.
What are some of your regrets?
When I became president, I knew that the country was on the verge of war. I'm sad that I was the final straw that caused war to erupt. I wish that I was able to help with Reconstruction for more than 6 days, but alas, it would not come to be. In addition, President Houston had worked so hard to annex Texas to the United States and to keep the Union with us, yet Texas still decided to secede. His perseverance to be annexed was all in vain because of the Civil War. This furthered my regret that I was unable to hold the Union together.
What are some of your greatest accomplishments?
Well, I think that my presidency was mostly focused on the war effort, but I'm proud of the Gettysburg Address and the Emancipation Proclamation that contribute to the freeing of slaves.
During the war, you were known for directly commanding your troops, instead of having your top generals command your troops. How were you able to do this?
The invention of the telegraph was essential to my quick communication with the front lines. With a few quick taps, I could relay any information I wanted to my generals. This helped us prevent losses and win important battles, as well as knowing important information like the position of the enemy.
What are some other technologies that assisted your victory?
Many technologies were invented at the time of the Civil War, but the more notable of these were the first practical bullet, a gun that was very easy to load and fire, and of course the train. With the assistance of railways, we could transport troops many times quicker than the South could.
What was your battle strategy that won the Civil War?
Sadly, during the Civil War, many battle strategies were not invented. The South actually had more strategy than we did, and shot our soldiers from the safety of trees with guerrilla tactics. We, however, charged into open battlefields with hundreds of thousands of troops, hoping to win. Luckily, we had many more soldiers than they did, giving us a huge advantage.
Your death will be remembered as one of the saddest losses in American history. How did you die, and why do you think your killer chose to assassinate you?
Well, after the war, I was watching a play at Ford's Theater with my wife. In the middle of the play, an actor named John Wilkes Booth snuck into my booth and shot me in the back of the head with a pistol. I was quickly taken to a hospital, but inevitably the next morning, at around 4 in the morning, I died. I think the reason I was killed was because many Southerners thought that slavery was essential to their economy, and I gained many haters because of my decision to abolish slavery.
Thank you for your time, Abraham Lincoln. Now, back to you.
Thank you for watching ABCD News. Join in next time. In the meantime, stay out of trouble and keep up with ABCD News.